All right, Emeralds. What do you guys have questions about? None? Nothing at all? Again?
I have a question.
Okay.
So I don't completely understand the, what is it called?
Sorry. Did you get muted? Sarah?
Okay.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't understand the team thing that we're doing right now completely.
Team Cup?
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good.
So can you just kind of explain the general gist of?
Yeah. So a team cup, they do it like twice a year or once a year. It's just a little bit different. So it can have 5 people on a team. You can have 2 diamond or above, and then everyone that's lower than diamond. And honestly, you guys, if you're not on a team cup, you should be, because 1, it just pushes you to work with a few other people closely. And I think some of my coaches, their highest success club numbers were always during team cup months, because when you have a team depending on you, you kind of push a little bit harder. Okay. And it's just a way for you to earn more prizes. So like, I can't remember the whole tiers. I know that if you hit Success Club 5, you get like the portion fixed cutting board. If everybody on your team hits Success Club 5, you all get like a tank plus the board, plus the cutting board. So honestly, it's just a way to get rewarded for things that you are already doing to grow your business anyway. But Jalen posted the actual like website for it. So I love Team Cup because it just gets me talking and working more closely with a specific group of people. And it's
awesome.
Fun. So super easy. If you're not on a team cup, you should be, because it's awesome.
You literally just register your team and then do your crap.
Yeah.
And then if you hit Success Club, you get prizes. So like there's not anything additional you have to be doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you get prizes, or you get certain points if you rank advanced, and you get certain points. You know, if people buy a summit ticket, that you get points for that. So just all these things, and the top, like in each region, the top team gets a massive prize. Like, so it just depends. So it's super fun. And I think, well, with Success Club, if you Jalen was talking about the 5 different Success Club prizes for the year. If you're on a team cup, that's just extra prizes. So you would get both with that. So kind of awesome. They're so good at sending prizes all the time. Like, what company just gives you prizes for doing what you should be doing anyway? Any other questions? You guys can type how we on a team. Honestly, talk to your coach, post in the team page, post if you're in that Success Club thread, that Success Club
tracker.
Thread. Yeah. So just post in there and we can help find you guys a team. Make sure that everybody has a team.
You guys, I know so many people are afraid to get on teams. I see people saying like, well, I just don't want to join because what if I disappoint them? Here's the thing. There is so much power in a community. When you get into this group, all of these fears that you've had of like, well, I don't know if I can hit Success Club, and so I'm so scared to join this team and disappoint people. For one, if you have that thought, you need to be on a team, because you have the desire to help people. You have everything you need. You're just, and I actually talked about this, you're thinking too much about it. I talked about this in my post today. We think so much about everything that could go wrong instead of just going and doing the things that we know we need to do, talking to more people, inviting, sharing, all that stuff. When you get in this team, you're going to be working together. You're going to be strategizing or sharing ideas. You're going to be thinking. You're going to be kind of working together. That alone will help you build friendships, which is so awesome. Some of my best friends in this business came from people I was on team cups with. So just go for it and don't worry so much about disappointing anyone. The only way you're going to disappoint someone is if you just don't even show up. If you join a team and then disappear. That's literally the only way. If you actually try, your team will see you trying. If you're posting, if you're inviting, if you're in your thread, sharing your power hour, sharing your tracker, showing sharing invites, swapping ideas with each other. Those are the things that happen in Team Cup teams to help each other grow. And it's really just building, your confidence. It's giving you ideas. It's working as a team to do things that you're already doing, Okay, I want to answer this before it gets lost in the thread, and then we can go back to whatever questions you guys have. I challenged my leaders, anyone who is an Emerald or above or who's been a coach for even a few months, to team up with 1 or 2 or 3 other people and to run their own sneak peeks. Let me just first and foremost say why I challenged my girls to do this. I think it's scary, for one. I remember when Mike was like, you just need to go do your own sneak peek. And I was like, wait, what? No, I don't know how to do that. And I don't know how to talk about any of this stuff. And actually she didn't even tell me to run my own sneak peek. She just told me to make a video, why I loved coaching, what coaching had done for me. And I was like, I hate watching videos of myself. I don't want to make a video of myself. It was so horrible. The lighting, it was midnight in my kitchen where my desk used to be. It was horribly echoey. It was not a good video, but you guys, I did it anyway. And I shared that video and I sent it to people who were asking about coaching. She put it in the sneak peek, probably I really don't want to put this in our sneak peek, but Melissa made this video, so I'm going to put it in there anyway. And you know what? Doing it over and over again, that's what builds your confidence. If you never do it, you're never going to build confidence in speaking about the business. You have to start somewhere. You have to, team up with people. And your first go at running a sneak peek is probably going to suck. That's just how it goes. I was never good at anything the first time I tried it. Literally, the first time I tried snowboarding, I never wanted to go again because my butt hurt so bad. The first time I went on a date, I was probably so awkward and uncomfortable because it was the first time we do anything, it is really awkward and we are not very good at it, and that's okay. And I think owning that, one of the things that helps me feel more comfortable when I know I'm not good at something is I just own it. And I'll just say, you guys, I don't know if you can tell I'm really nervous, but I'm nervous because I really care about this. And I want you to feel my excitement. And that's what I'm hoping that I am able to portray that through this video. When you just speak your truth, you own what you're feeling, you guys can mute yourself if you're not. Sure, that would be good. Sorry, feel like I'm in a wind tunnel. But if you just speak your truth and just own how you're feeling, for one, it's going to make people feel a lot more comfortable. They're going to be like, oh, this girl's nervous. That's something I'm really nervous about. I'm really nervous about sharing or having to make videos or whatever. If you just say exactly how you're feeling and push through that fear and you do it anyway, I promise you're going to touch someone's life who is feeling that same way about so many other things. So that's kind of why I challenged my girls to talk about or to run their own sneak peeks. Now, the question was, sorry, this is a long roundabout way to talk about this. But the question was, how do I speak about income when I'm a brand new coach and I'm making commissions or I'm making $14 cycles? I'm a brand new Emerald. And here's what I think. When I was a brand new coach and I was talking in sneak peeks, I didn't necessarily talk about the money I was making right then. I talked about it in terms of what I'm making paying for? How is it helping my life? So I would say, instead of posting an income progression of my own, and you are welcome to do that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But you could say have a picture of you in front of your car, or you in front of with all your groceries, or you with your baby in the diapers, or whatever it is that this business is contributing to your life. Share that, you guys. That's what people really care about. Most people don't come into this business to be millionaires. Let's be real. They come into this business because they want a community to surround themselves with. They want positive people that are lifting them up. And maybe they want to cover their mortgage, or maybe they want to even just cover their gas for the week. it's nothing. They're in their minds, they're not thinking, I want to make $5,000 in a week. In their minds, they're thinking, I want to pay for our dinner tonight, you know? And so you have to make it real. I almost think it's easier when you're first starting out to talk about the money than it is when you're 5 or 6 years into the business, because it seems so unattainable. It seems so far-fetched that you're like one of my coaches, Catherine, I don't know if she's on the call right now. She sent me a message and she's like, Melissa, I'm really struggling because everyone at my work is telling me, like, I showed them your income progression and they're like, that's fake. That's not real. No one can make that kind of money in those kind of businesses. And I told her, I'm like, well, Catherine, you know, it's real. Like, I'm not lying to you. And she's like, I know that. And she's like, but they don't think I'm telling the truth. I'm like, who cares what they think? Why don't you just go prove them wrong? Just stick with it and just do what you're doing and only focus on yourself. Like, whatever they say, that's their thought. That's their belief. That's their opinion. That's not what you have to believe. If you have a bigger vision and if you have bigger goals, that's shame on them, not shame on you for dreaming big, you know? I just think we have to focus on ourselves, not what other people think about us or what other people think about the business that we're doing. So share the real stuff that's really impacting your life. And if you want, you know, take examples from people on your team, on your larger team and Team Inspiration, and say, you know, this is how coaching has impacted my life. Check out my upline coach. This is just something that I'm striving for. I'm a brand new coach, but if you want to get on this boat with me, this is where I'm going, you know, and just say, she's been in this for 5 years. I've been in this for 5 months. You know, that is relatable. And you can say, look at her income, look at my income. I'm on that same path. So that's just one way. I mean, there's so many ways. I'm not saying that's the right or wrong way, but there's just so many different ways that you can talk about income, and you don't necessarily have to show income progressions for people to see the impact that it can make on their life.
And can I say, you guys, it really is so much easier when you're covering groceries and your car payment than it is when you're making a 6-figure business, because like she said, there are people who think we're distorting the numbers or it's not possible. And so it really is so much more relatable to say, I got to fill up my gas tank today without even having to think about it. So don't underestimate the power you guys have right now just starting. And like she said, share all of our incomes and show a different variety. But we are using our team's incomes. These aren't people who are somewhere in the network. This is our team's numbers. So just be confident in what we offer. And something I want to do an exercise really quick with you guys, because I've noticed a lot of these fears and hesitations are limiting beliefs. And you know the saying, like, you're the only person standing in your own way. I literally want you to picture you standing in front of yourself saying all these dumb, ridiculously negative things. Would you seriously put up with that if that was another person? If someone stood in front of your face and said, you'll never succeed at this, you're stupid, why are you trying this? It's not going to work. You would turn around and walk away, or you would go around them, correct? So when we say you're literally the only thing standing in your way, you literally are. Like, you've got to picture yourself standing in front of yourself saying, this isn't going to work, you're not going to do this, and you've got to be like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, because I would not put up with this with any other person, so why am I telling myself these things, okay? So anything that we're talking about right now, if you have any beliefs of fears or hesitations or worries, would you say those things, A, to anybody else, and would you, B, tolerate someone else saying those right directly to your face standing in front of you? You wouldn't. You would walk around them and get away or prove them wrong or whatever it is, but you wouldn't sit and just be like, you're right, I'm so sorry, you're so right, keep telling me how terrible I am. Like, that's not how it works.
Any other questions, you guys?
Should we chat about Success Club prizes and stuff right now real quick?
Go ahead and do that. Share the picture.
Okay. So you guys, I don't know if you know, but they give prizes for Success Club, which is super awesome. And they have them like for month 1, month 3, month 6, and month 9, month 12. So every 3 months that you've hit Success Club consecutively this year, you'll get these prizes. So I'm going to show them. Sorry, it's loud at my house right now. So can you guys see my picture? Okay, so if you hit Success Club this month, you will get a Team Beachbody tank or a t-shirt. Month 3, you'll get the Beachbody Appley game. You guys, it really is seriously fun. Like, we have the old version, and my kids love it, and it's funny. Month 6 is a branded backpack. Hey, I love their backpacks. Anytime I get a backpack, I'm like, yay, because you travel when you do this business and you need a backpack. Branded sweatshirt and the branded roller luggage bag, you guys. Like, these are sweet freaking prizes that we're getting rewarded for just doing our crap. Like, hey, good job at doing your job. Here's some prizes for you.
I also just want to clarify, it's not consecutive. It's just, so you get your first month, you'll get the tank. Once you hit 3 months, then you'll get the next one. So it doesn't have to be like 3 months in a row, just so you know.
However, if you want the 12 month, it does have to be consecutive.
Obviously.
So
yeah.
We're going for the luggage, you guys. Okay. And this month is like brand new, first of the year, clean slate. I don't care what's happened in your past. Y'all need to decide today, from now on, Success Club is a non-negotiable. It is like a task at any 9-to-5 job you have. You are required to do to keep your position. Okay. There's stress, there's pressure in any job you have. Ours is just like the most rewarding because we actually help people change their lives. So you need to look at it as 3 to 5 people. Y'all know 3 to 5 people who need help. Like, we were on vacation. My husband was like, there is not one person who is fit in here. Like, when we were at church, like, legit. So when people are like, I don't know anybody. Yes, you do. You know 3 to 5 new people every single month. It's really not as big as we make it. It's one of those limiting beliefs. You start that now, and you prove to yourself that you can do this. And what we emphasized on the last call, too, is anybody who is successful in this business, you guys, who has the life you want, who have transformed their lives and the way you want, they hit Success Club, and they hit Success Club every single month. And I don't know any coach who has hit it every single month consecutively for years that is not ridiculously successful. Okay, there's so many different ways to be successful, but if we're talking about building a business, that's just how it works. That's how we build our business. That needs to be like a requirement that you see in your head as, this is required for me to grow my business.
I love that. So I have a topic I wanted to talk about and kind of bring to this group specifically, because I know that it's something that lots of my Emeralds are struggling with. And I feel like, so when you are an Emerald coach, you're now shifting from, okay, I'm no longer just a coach. I am an Emerald coach, which means I'm building my team. I have teammates under me. And really what happens is you're now moving from, okay, I'm still building up my team, but I also want to help my team build up their team. So how do I create Emeralds underneath me? This was something that I never really thought about doing until I was a Diamond coach. And I really want you guys to start doing this now before you even get to Diamond. Okay. I know that when I was a young coach, Mindy Wender and Micah Folsom and all these, people that I looked up to so much would always say, you need to imagine yourself at the rank that you are striving to be. So if you're an Emerald coach, in your mind you're saying, I am a Diamond coach. Or if you're a Diamond coach, you're thinking, I am a 5-star elite coach. So really putting yourself into the shoes of the type of coach that you are striving to be. It's basically the law of manifestation, right? I don't know if that's a law. I just made that whole sentence up. But you're manifesting basically what you are becoming. It's just like when you're driving into a parking lot and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to get a really awesome parking spot. You're manifesting who you are and where you're going with this business. So as you are now a new coach, you're probably thinking, okay, how do I develop how do I develop Emeralds under my team? And that takes leadership. And so what I want you guys to do, I'm going to challenge you to do something with your teams this week that is probably going to scare you a little bit. And you're going to think, what? I'm not ready for this, but you are ready. I want you guys to host an Emerald in 24 hours call. Okay. This is you doing it yourself. You might have one person on your call. You might have 10 people because you have 2 coaches who have, a few coaches underneath them. I want you guys to host this for your downline. Okay. Whoever is ready to grow their business, you get in your team page or your team thread or wherever you have your little team collected into one place, get in and talk to them and say, all right, you guys, I have a big vision for our team. And I'm so excited to run with you guys. Who is ready and excited and wanting to hit Emerald this week? If you are, I want to do a small training with you about how to hit Emerald in 24 hours. Okay? You're going to go then and figure out a time when you guys can have this call. And I want you to go watch YouTube videos, whatever. Go learn and see, okay, what do I need to talk about on this Emerald in 24 hours call? You probably have been on multiple or one of mine or Jillian or Cozy or Ashley or Micah or whoever. We've run them many times, okay? Go watch those again. Take some notes about what we talk about and then go and teach your team, okay? When you teach, you learn. I promise you, this is going to help you probably more than it helps them, but they're also going to catch that vision. If you need some screenshots or if you need some other ideas, whatever it is, and just speak really openly to them. Just talk with them, let them ask you questions, and take ownership of your team. I promise you, the earlier on that you begin leading your team and running these calls, running sneak peeks, doing all these things yourself, the faster your team will grow. The faster you will hit diamond, the more people you will recruit, because you're going to gain so much confidence. It, like I said earlier with like the whole sneak peek thing, it is a little bit scary at first. And then you just do it more and more and more, and it becomes more confident. So that's my challenge to you. Run an Emerald in 24 hours call. And I think it would be really awesome if we popped like 5 or 6 or 7 or 500 emeralds on our team by this time next week. And I know that we can do it. Go ahead. Sorry.
Can I just say to you guys, like, I think we overcomplicate it. Like, how did you get to Emerald? That's all you need to tell them. Like, okay, this is your first rank. This is how you start earning an income. So this is how I did it. So you sign people up the same way you signed like them up, whatever. Like, so it really just like, how did you do it? That's how you tell them to do it. We know the easiest way to get someone to purchase a challenge pack is to purchase the same one we purchased because we know what it came with. We know what we were doing. It's the same with advancing in the business. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't think, oh my gosh, I don't know how to lead. Yes, you do, because you did this business yourself, right? You signed up the coaches to get to Emerald. You're capable of telling your people what you did. So don't overcomplicate it. Seriously, just do what you did. Just tell them to do what you did.
Yeah, and I was just actually going to type in this little invite too. One of the things that I love to do is reach out to my challengers, and because sometimes, you know, they're just so focused on their own journey, they don't even realize that all these people that they're sending you, all these referrals, they can actually be helping themselves. So I like to send out a message to my challengers who are showing up, not just like any old person who's whatever, but people that you see in your challenge group contributing and commenting and adding value and really uplifting everyone in the group. I would reach out to them and I'd say, hey girlfriend, you know what? You've been killing it in our challenge group. You're sharing so much positivity. You're really, you know, encouraging those around you. Did you know that even just by helping a couple of your friends and family, those people that you're referring to me, you could make a little income on the side? Is that something you'd be interested in? That's a great way to bring people onto your team. And that's a script that you could give to your new coaches if they're interested in helping, you know, wanting to sign up a couple of people to hit Emerald. If that makes any sense, and I'll finish typing that so you guys can have it. What other questions you guys have? That's fine. Brittany, you could do that, but I would just work on recruiting more people. So do you have challengers? That's my first question. The answer is probably yes. So then I would reach out to them and be like, did you know, like, you can get a discount on your Shakeology that you're drinking every month? I know if I was a regular old challenger, I would definitely, I'm a penny pincher. Like I would sign up for anything if it saved me $10, you know, a month. And lucky for us, our challengers save closer to $20. So reach out to all those people who you have in your group, even if they've only been in your group for seriously 2 weeks. That's the perfect time to do it because their Shakeology is going to ship in about a week and a half.
And Brittany, to do an Emerald and 24-hour call, I mean, you guys can team up with a couple other people. So like in this group, team up with a couple other people to host a call together. So it's not just you talking the whole time. Like when we do a Emerald and 24 hours call, there's usually like 3 or 4 of us talking, and I probably just froze. But team up with a couple people so that you can get just a little bit bigger group and feed off of each other. But don't just rely on your upline to do these all the time, because then your people aren't going to see you as a leader at that point. Yes, success. So if you have a success partner, like Madison said, do it with them. Okay, do you guys have any other questions before we end the call? Really quick, there's 1 minute left.
How you hit diamond is you hit emerald 4 times. Get to emerald, do it again, do it again, do it again. Help 2 coaches get to emerald. One of them could be your husband. It's literally emerald over and over again. That's it.
Yeah, Amber, you already have enough coaches on your team. You need 2 emeralds. That's all you need. So get your husband to emerald and then help one other person on the other leg get to emerald and you're there. You're like, literally, you could be a diamond this week.
Okay, guys, we'll end it and get on the next call. Next week, we don't have one next week, right? We're not doing it on the 5th Thursday. And then the next one will be evening, right?
Yeah, we're going to do an invite blitz instead, I believe.
Yeah,
and it's just going to be all combined together, probably 9 a.m. as my guess, but.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. So plan on that for next week, and we'll get the recordings posted when we're all done. Okay? See you guys.
See ya.